talk through the workout real quick. It's 20 minutes of work once we turn on the clock. We'll start with 3 wall walks. Then after that, you'll do 15 toes to bar.
I'm Scott Strode. I'm the executive director and founder of The Phoenix. And we're a nonprofit that works with folks in recovery from substance use disorder. And for free, we introduce folks into sports and athletics as a way to build kind of positive coping mechanisms, but more than that, to build a new tribe that supports them in recovery.
Over the past decade, the Phoenix has grown beyond Colorado. Now they're in more than 20 states and have helped more than 26,000 people on their path to recovery.
When I first got sober, I was just trying to make it. And especially, I think when my first week here, I was in the process of getting evicted. So I really didn't have the financial means. For me, when I first started coming, I was so scared of the stigma behind being sober. And it felt like a safe place to say that, like I'm sober or I'm struggling or I just want to be here and laugh and have fun.
It's been 4 years since Amanda Hall walked in the doors of the Phoenix, a sobriety gym in downtown Denver. She now spends about 5 days a week in classes and credits the active community with helping her overcome addiction.
CrossFit! That was cool.
Here, there's no sign-up fee or monthly rate. Members just have to be 48 hours sober and sign an agreement to be respectful. That's it. Had you been kind of a gym rat or worked out a bunch before?
No, not at all. I came in for my first workout and I was terrified and I kind of hid behind a wall for the first half of it. And then it was really just about the community, and as I was able to make these connections, I was able to come out and do more workouts.
Research on the relationship between substance use and exercise is growing. Some studies show that working out might reduce the risk of illicit drug use. And according to a Surgeon General's report on mental health, groups can lessen feelings of isolation and help with coping through substance recovery.
I'm actually from Pennsylvania, outside of Philadelphia.
So why here?
Yeah, well, I grew up in Pennsylvania, started drinking and drugging pretty young. Okay. And then that path sort of led me to working on ships and in shipyards, and that landed me in New England. Okay. So actually Boston is where I got sober. And for me, getting into a boxing gym and learning how to rock climb and eventually racing triathlon was a huge part of my recovery story. Okay. And after a few years sober, I moved to Colorado because you can do all that stuff here. This was a little over 12 years ago. There really wasn't a community of folks in recovery that were sort of bolstering each other and supporting each other in that recovery journey. And so for us, it's more about actually the community than it is the activity. The activity is just a way to build a bond. So if you and I kind of face a greater adversity together, which is the climb or the workout written on the dry erase board, sort of in those fist bumps and high fives, like we build a bond that supports us in our recovery. So when I'm having a tough day, I now know you're there for me and vice versa. Oh.